everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am excited today. We are in strawberry season and I have so many strawberries. I've already done my jam and now I've frozen some. I've got so many, I'm going to try dehydrating them. And this is today's harvest. Yeah, we got strawberries. I already got half of them sliced and ready to go. So we're going to try out this new hydrator that I bought. Okay. This is a Presto dehydrator. It dries at 165 degrees and it's fairly straightforward. What I like about it is that it's easy. It stores into this box. That's how small it can become. And this is what it looks like when it's all put together. So we're going to start layering the strawberries onto the trays in the way they recommend it. Now, you can either use the strawberries half or you can slice them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them half. Follow your directions on your particular hydrator as far as how to stack the shelves. Now, strawberries do not need to be pre-treated. Some fruits you should put lemon juice on them to keep them from turning color. But you don't have to do that with the strawberries. Just put them on your tray about a ½ inch apart so that they have good circulation. Now these will shrivel up quite a bit, so I put the larger ones on the outer and the smaller ones on the center because you'll notice that the grids go wider here and narrower as you go up this way. And you just fill your trays up. It's very, very simple. And one thing I like about dehydrating them is they take up less room. You can either leave these in the pantry in an airtight container, or you can put them in the freezer. The thing to remember is when you're packaging them, to package them in small groups, because once you open the bag, they start getting air and they start not tasting as well. So you've got to keep them as close to airtight as possible. And the best way to do that is just use smaller bags or smaller jars to keep them in. They will stay a good 4 to 6 months in an airtight jar. You put them in the freezer, they should stay even longer. Once you open the package, if you don't eat the whole package, then you really should put it in the fridge to help it prolong its life. Now, mine says this side up, so it tells you which way to put the grids. And you always use the handle one on the bottom. Just fill the trays. As I said earlier, these can be sliced into 1/4 inch slices, or you can do them in halves. Kind of depends on how you want to use them. I like to use the halves even as snacks because, like I said, they do go down quite a bit. But these can be used over cereal in the morning. You can put them into cakes, muffins, pancakes, anything that you want to add some fruit to, you can add the strawberries. I like them in my cereal in the morning. Now with my dehydrator, it takes from 5 to 6 hours to dehydrate the strawberry halves. Okay, once you have it together, put the lid on it. Make sure everything's fitted down good. And plug it in, and it will automatically come on. It doesn't make a lot of noise. It's not too bad. Check your time. You're going to check it in 5 hours. And then you come back and check it every hour after that until it's the right doneness that you want. So we'll check it back in 5 hours. Okay, this is what your strawberries look like as they're dehydrating. This has been dehydrating now for about an hour, and we're going to go for a total of probably about 6 hours is what it's been taking. Strawberries have been in the dehydrator for 6 hours, and now it's time to test them to see if they're ready. And to test them, you take them and you fold them together and you see if they stick. If they don't stick, they're ready. Now, not all of them will be ready. Like this one, you put that together, you can still squeeze moisture out of it and it sticks together. So that's not ready. So what you have to do is go through, find the ones that are ready, because you don't want to overdo them. And you can pretty much fill. So you let them set for a half hour so they're completely cool before you package them. And what you do is, next step is, you take out the ones that are done, and then you leave the ones that have to go a little bit longer, you plug it back in, and you finish dehydrating them. Check them every half hour. The ones that are done, you put on a tray and let them dry for 30 minutes. And then you put them in an airtight jar. Now this is what you're going to be doing next. It's called conditioning. And what you do is you put these in this jar, tighten them down so their air don't get air, and you leave them set on your counter, preferably on a dark spot, for a week. And every day you shake them to make sure they're loose, and you look and see if there's any moisture inside. If there's any moisture, you put them back into the dehydrator immediately and finish them off. But check them out first, make sure there's no mold. Okay? And then after a week, you store these in either pantry. They stay in the pantry for up to 4 months to a year. Once they're open, you need to put them in the refrigerator because they will start to deteriorate once they start getting air and moisture. The best way to freeze them, best way to store them, is to put them in a vacuum pack and put them in the freezer. And they will stay for almost 3 to 4 times the shelf life as if you had them just sitting in the pantry. The key is to make sure that you have no moisture in them, no moisture on the jars, and when you package them in small groups so that you'll eat whatever you open up. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you learned how to dehydrate strawberries. Give it a try. It's really quite easy. And remember, give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you would, please. Share it with your friends. and hit the bell icon so that you know when I'm on next. And like always, dream big and follow that dream. Bye.